All right, so we are live here at StonyBrook Indoor for the start of this matchup between the GC Tradition team and the Connetquot T-Birds. I am Ellis Joshua, and I am joined alongside me by StonyBrook goaltender Aaliyah Jones. Aaliyah, how are you doing here this morning?
I'm doing great. It's a good day to be in here. Not super nice out, but I think we have the privilege of being this awesome indoor. So looking forward to covering today's game.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely a great day for some indoor lacrosse with the weather situation outside. And we have two first-timers in this league with the Connetquot T-Birds and GC Tradition. So this should make for an interesting matchup with high school versus club.
Absolutely.
So this Tradition team, primarily 2025s, with some 2026s on this team as well. And for Connetquot, this is their varsity roster as they come out of Suffolk Class A. But just for anyone that would be tuning in for the first time, which would be the families of both of these teams, the format of these games are two 20-minute halves, running time, also a 60-second shot clock, and we go to the draw circle after every 4 goals. As we have a late shot clock here for Connetquot on their first possession, and that'll be a violation. So the turnover there gives possession to Tradition, and that'll be something that will be an adjustment for these teams. Aaliyah, just playing with that shot clock. And for yourself, I know you're a goaltender, so it's not something that you'd be too concerned about when your team is on offense, but just kind of talk about maybe the adjustment that it takes for players to adjust to having to work under the duress of that shot clock.
Absolutely. I think that possession is obviously, a very important thing in the game of lacrosse. Lacrosse is a game of runs, so I think the biggest thing is, on defense, really focusing on, applying pressure and limiting, the shot selection that the offense can get, and then obviously on the other end, just making sure that the opportunities that you are getting, you're capitalizing on them. So I think this is very translational to the collegiate. The collegiate atmosphere, the pace of the game, and, obviously the shot selection, the shot quality is going to be really important going into these games. So I look forward to seeing this.
Absolutely, and that first goal of the game goes to Tradition, and that was Ava Borzelleri. So Tradition with the 1-0 lead here in this one, and Connetquot looking to respond as they come up with that ground ball. But possession now looked like for a moment it was going back to Tradition, but Connetquot able to keep, and that's Jana Weltner as they redirect this one now. And now Jamie Elliott looking there for Casey Monahan, but ball trickles away. Connetquot though able to keep, still with plenty of time to work with. Look to feed that one inside to Jamie Elliott, but a little bit forced, and this ball is down. Connetquot able to keep, and Elliott with the goal to tie up this game at 1. So a nice job there by Jamie Elliott, evening up this game. So Tradition now with possession as they look to reclaim the lead. Borzelleri there to back up that shot. Oh, and it looks like that did go in.
Believe so. It looked like it trickled in there.
Yeah. So that will be a goal for Tradition. Looked like Penelope Yaker with that goal.
I think another big thing in this sport of lacrosse is transition, right? Looking to get the ball down the field.
Yeah, and with the fact that you don't have the draw after every goal, it does set up a lot of potential transition opportunities if you're able to clear that ball quickly ahead to your offense, and it really picks up the pace of play.
Absolutely.
So Tradition leading 2-1. Possession now with the T-Birds. Shot clock now approaching 10 seconds. The look inside, and that's going to be a goal for the T-Birds. Taryn Murphy.
Incredible placement there.
Yeah, and Sydney Elizalde with that assist. So that gives us the 4th goal of the game, and so that will bring us back to the draw circle here. So Reagan Seelhan on the draw for Connetquot, going up against Sophie Diefel. And a fight for the ground ball here. And this one goes to Connetquot. Avery Melchiona with the ground ball. But it looks like a turnover as Connetquot steps out of bounds there. So a bit of an unforced error. Gives the ball back to Tradition. Ball is down. And it looks like that's going to be an empty on Tradition. So possession goes back to the T-Birds. So keeping possession for Connetquot is Hayden Murphy as she gets that to Genevieve Lineman. Oh, great handle there by Elizalde, able to avoid a turnover. And now Lineman with the rock. Lineman only a 20-28. So an impressive feat by Lineman, being on Connetquot's varsity team last spring. And the T-Birds now jump in front 3-2 here as they get the goal from Hayden Murphy.
Just a great individual effort there.
Tradition looking for the answer. Unable to connect there. But they do have the backup to keep possession. So Tradition looks for the equalizer, but a nice check from behind there. And it looks like we're going to have a stoppage of play here as we're going to get, looks like our first yellow of the game. So Tradition picks up the yellow there. So Connetquot up a girl here for 2 minutes, and this is an important possession here, Aaliyah, with a chance to go up by 2 goals here, up a girl.
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing here is ball movement, getting the defense to spread out. That was a great save.
Yeah, that's a nice save indeed there.
Very clutch.
Yeah, that was certainly timely for Tradition. Looks like that was Kira Desmond on that save.
It's a great feeling to get a save on when your defense is a man down, woman down. Then the biggest thing is now getting the ball to the end of the field. So looks like they're struggling a little bit here, but trying to plow their way through. We have the ball going the other way.
Yeah, Taryn Murphy with the caused turnover. So Connetquot, another chance here with that penalty still in play. Another chance here, up a player to try and cash in. And they do just that on the goal by Sydney Elizalde. And that gives the T-Birds a 4-2 lead. And that was one where definitely started with how they were able to ride and force a turnover. Because it looked like for a moment Tradition was in pretty good shape to possibly kill that penalty.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is transition, you know, not forcing the ball. A lot of redirects, a lot of communication in the midfield. And that's a goalie save there.
So on the save there, Connetquot, they have Shannon Morley in the net. Megan Lynch with the ball. Ball down. But it looks like some contact, which is going to keep possession with Tradition. Still plenty of time to work with on the shot clock for Tradition. About 30 seconds. And they do come up with the goal. So a 4-3 game and the turnover. Tradition looking for a chance to possibly tie this game. So momentum looks like it may be shifting back to GC here. Got about 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
That's a goalie save.
Yes, Shannon Morley all over that one. Preserves that 1-goal lead for the T-Birds. And now it's Connetquot getting out in a hurry.
It's a goalie save.
We've seen some really good goalie saves here in this first half. And that one right there by Kira Desmond.
It appears as though both teams are having a hard time here in transition.
Yeah, really not able to get out and in a hurry. So have to give some credit to both defenses. And looking inside there, but unable to connect is Tradition. Looks like this one will stay here. So Tradition maintains possession. Got the Tradition coaches looking for a reset there. I believe they feel as if Connetquot did have possession, but we did not get a signal for a reset. Coach Haggerty looking for a reset there. Don't think he's going to get one. So 3 seconds to work with. So that'll be a violation with possession going back to Connetquot. As we are at 4 minutes remaining in the first half. T-Birds with the 4-3 lead. Good clear there by Jenna Zachman. Now, Aaliyah, when it comes to playing with the shot clock, as a goalie, and you're the first one with the ball oftentimes looking to clear, do you have a number in your head as to what you're looking at when that ball gets to your offense, how much time you want to give them with possession?
Yeah, so I believe that the biggest thing is, coach likes to get up and out. So, obviously the first thing I'm looking at is into the midfield the first about 2 seconds that I have that ball in my stick. And then, if there's nothing, to go immediately, then I'm going to kind of slow it down and look to my low defenders to, just kind of start nice and easy and then kind of go from there. But I think the biggest thing is really just, reading the defense, right? Just as you are, an attacker, you're reading the defense. It's kind of the same way on the defensive end when defenders do get the ball. So I think the biggest thing is pushing the ball when you can and just having that patience if there's nothing there.
Yeah, and I'd imagine for the teams in this league, we're operating with a 60-second shot clock. So if you can execute and operate on a 60-second shot clock in a league like this, then ultimately once you get to that collegiate level, it'll feel that much easier given the fact that you have an extra 20 seconds to work with.
Absolutely. And this is a similar format that, Coach Joe Spallina likes to practice, and I believe it does have its benefits. So I 100% agree with you there. Looks like we have several goalie saves in this game that seem to be huge momentum changers as it's only 4-3 with about 2 minutes to go in this first half.
Yeah, we've definitely had ourselves a goalie battle in this first half as Kira Desmond just came up with 2 really nice saves for Tradition. And it looks like we're going to get a charge here. So Connetquot forcing the turnover on the charge. Nice job there by Jana Weltner.
Yeah, that's just that was just a great hustle play there.
Yeah, always love seeing a charge drawn. Just laying your body on the line there, taking that contact, absorbing the blow, and creating that turnover. And so with just over a minute remaining here, we'll see if Connetquot can maybe cash that turnover into a late goal here before halftime. So 15 remaining on the shot clock. This one is going to stay with Connetquot, but late clock. Great defense by Tradition. So the turnover will send this the other way. They got 20 seconds. Game clock inside of 10. Got to get a shot off here. And they won't be able to get one off, so that'll bring us to halftime with Connetquot leading this All right, so we are back live here for the start of the second half between Connetquot and GC Tradition. T-Birds with a 4-3 lead as we start the second half. And Leo, we've had ourselves a goalie battle in that first half.
Absolutely, love to see it. Love to see it. I think that goalie play can really have huge momentum, effects in the game, and I think this explains why this score again is really low coming into the second half. And it looks like we have a goalie change for GC Tradition, and it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what this second half has to come for both ends of the field.
Yeah, so great mention on the goalie change. So it looks like they have Hayes Hassett in the net. And Connetquot also going with the goalie change as well. So looks like they're going with Adriana Giametti. So the second half goalies in this one will most likely pay dividends in how this game winds up. So possession for Tradition, as they're looking to tie up this game here. So Leah Zaman moving the rock there as they go back to Zaman. 30 seconds to work with. And that's Diefel with the shot.
That goes wide.
Yeah, that one off the mark. But Tradition there to back it up. Now approaching 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Diefel open. They do find her. Oh, but there's a save there. There you go. Adriana Giametti.
Looks like Connetquot's trying to push this, and they just couldn't capitalize on it. Oh.
Yeah, looking for that transition opportunity. They do keep possession, though.
And there's another goalie save.
There we go. So Hayes Hassett now with the answer for GC Tradition. So the two second half goalies continuing the theme here. But a takeaway by the T-Birds. And that one's saved by Hassett. I feel like if you're a Connetquot, had an opportunity there. Got to change levels and might come up with a goal there. But nice job by Hassett, keeping this a one-goal game.
I think now the biggest thing on offense for both teams here is going to be shot selection and quality, placing the ball. Both goalies are hot. It appears as though both teams know that each goalie's hot, so really placing the ball and maybe adding in a couple of fakes, being a little bit crafty is, I think, going to, benefit both teams here. So,
yeah, that's a great point. This is where, in a game like this, you got to get creative because both goalies are definitely feeling it right now. As Tradition, they get a chance here on the free position.
And that's a goal. Oh.
And it looks
That's
like,
a goal.
Yep, that one is good. And that's the 8th goal of the game, so that will bring us back to the draw circle. And the way this game has been going, it's taken a while to get back to that draw circle, but
Looks like that goal was by Avery Borzarelli. That was a nice finish there.
so a nice job there and tying up this game. And just so everyone knows, the first 3 weeks of play, the pool play that is, these games will end in regulation regardless of the score, so we can have ties here in the first 3 weeks of play. And that ground ball goes to Tradition. So they're going to look to try and take the lead here. Oh, and that ball is down. And the GB taken by the T-Birds. Jenna Weltner on that ground ball. So Melchiona keeps possession, but now that ball's down. And the takeaway for Tradition. On that pass, just a little awry. But they do keep it in bounds. Oh, nice look. Knocked down, though. And possession goes back to Connetquot. But a little dicey on that clear. This ball's still up for grabs. And it looks like it's Melchiona who comes up with the ground ball. So this one's certainly anyone's game here, as we got a 4-4 score, approaching 12 and a half minutes remaining in this one. Oh, what a look, and the goal for the T-Birds. So Natalie Nsinga, it looks like, with that goal. So T-Birds up 5-4, and they get another possession on the takeaway by Elizalde. Oh, that shot goes wide, and no one there to back it up for Connetquot, so that goes back to Tradition. And Aaliyah, one of the things you talk about, just like how important the backup is. Like a good opportunity there in transition, but without the backup, Connetquot not able to take advantage.
Absolutely. I think it's important to have the backup. I think they had the right idea behind pushing the ball, but, you know, shots can go awry. So definitely having the backups is important. There's another great save.
So another save there for Giametti. Tradition down in this one 5-4. Look for the tie, but that one deflected. And coming up with the GB there is Kara Ryden.
They have numbers here.
Yes, they
See
do.
if they can capitalize. And that's a goal.
Wow. What a play there.
Great movement.
And ultimately, it was Madison Milletti on the finish there.
It appears as though the high pressure that Connetquot's applying in this game is really allowing them to capitalize and have more opportunities, which I think is huge. And a game like this, as the ball's going back and forth, and you know, there's a lot of goalie saves, which in this case it looks like it's the game is going in the way of Connetquot.
Yeah, in a game like this now, with a 2-goal lead and the way the goaltenders have been playing, like that 2-goal lead, it's very marginal, but it doesn't always feel like it when you have goalies playing the way that they are in this one. You feel like you have some more breathing room. And right on cue, we get another save for the T-Birds. So Kimberly Colucci with possession for GC. Default gets that back to Colucci. So they work that one over to Zaman. Zaman able to keep possession there. And the contact drawn, as this one will stay with Tradition. And so Colucci there, drawing the space. GC could use one here as they trail 6-4.
That's a great check.
Yeah, getting a piece of that one there. Looked like that was Kara Ryden.
Yeah.
Oh, and that one sneaks in for Sophie Default. So it looked like they had to stop initially on the check, but GC getting it back and Default making this a 6-5 game, as we have about 8 minutes left here in this one. And the takeaway by Tradition. Zaman the shot. Zaman going upper corner.
Yeah, that was an absolute rocket.
So a big draw here in this tie game. And Tradition able to win it. So they can try and get the lead, and they do. So the finish there by Abby Wheeler, picked off,
wow.
And another goal. Abby Wheeler, gotta mark that down. That's a great play there. So now an 8-6 lead for GC. So Connetquot, they could use one here, but they got a late clock. Jamie Elliott, the shot. And that's just what the doctor ordered for the T-Birds. So 8-7 now, and a turnover. And a save by Hassett.
Looks like it's going to stay with Connecticut.
Yeah, so they'll keep it here. Still a chance to try and tie up this game.
We have a fresh shot clock here, so it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do with their offense here.
Yeah, that's a great point. They don't have to rush here. Want to just execute and ultimately just get a quality shot.
There's another save.
Hassett once again. The GB though by the T-Birds. And they keep possession here. So Regan Silhan
decides to pull it out there.
Oh, looking to finish low. But again, Hayes has it. There for the denial. And there's the GB by Wheeler. So Tradition drawing the whistle here as Megan Lynch gets a free position opportunity. Ball down, but some contact, so Lynch will keep. Oh, nice stick. Shot clock getting late for GC. They draw another whistle here as we're under 3 minutes left. Tradition holding on to an 8-7 lead.
Looks like Anderson's going to take this one. Should be clutch. And it's a goal.
So some insurance there for Tradition. So now going up 9-7. And this draw won by Tradition. That's Deefel. And Deefel has the goal to provide a 3-goal advantage for Tradition. So just a little over a minute remaining here in what's been a really competitive game. But GC Tradition able to add some late insurance and build a 10-7 lead. And a late clock here for the T-Birds, so they got to get going. And that shot not on goal. Looks like it should be a violation at this point. And so it looks like it will be, so shot clock is off. Tradition with the ball leading 10-7 with 20 seconds left. And they can just hold here. It's like Coach Haggerty is saying to do just that. And so that'll do it. So a really competitive game. Goes to Tradition by a score of 10-7. But that'll do it for this one, and we'll be back shortly with the start of the next game.